want to leave this episode with a little bit of hope. I'm reminded, I grew up really poor. I grew up in the hood. We was always broke, but I had this uncle, and this uncle, we would go to his house, Uncle Snail, and he had this china cabinet, and I would just look at the plates, and we don't really do a lot of china anymore, but I would notice those plates in the china cabinet, and my curiosity would make me open up the door, and my Aunt Gwen would be like, "Don't you touch my china." And I was like, "Well, why you got plates right here if we can't use it?" And then she was like, "Those plates are for special occasions." And but anytime those special occasions came, then we couldn't eat on the china. Those normally for adults. Kids couldn't eat on the china. And so I was like, "What are these plates for?" One thing that the guy began to speak to me when preparing for this is that in this season, the single season, we are fine china. And God is reserving us. He's sanctifying us. Sanctification is set apart. So like the fine china in the china cabinet, God has set us apart for such a time as that person that can handle our heart with care. Because china is very fragile. That if you mishandle china, then it's very brittle and it'll break. And a lot of time is spent in forging that china. Some china has very ornate detail to it. And so God is working on those very specific ornate details about you, those things that the God before you didn't like, the woman before you didn't like, but the guy and the woman that God has prepared for you will honor that. He will value that. He'll be like, "That thing about you, that little quirky thing about you, I love that about you because you're fine china." And so I want to encourage you, as I encourage myself, to submit to this season. To submit to this season where we get our finances together. You heard a lot of people talk about being healed from past trauma so that you don't take that baggage and that trauma into the next relationship. So go and get healed with that. Get healed from that so you don't have to unpack that in the next relationship. And so I just want to encourage y'all to just prepare to be the greatest versions of yourself so that you have to ask yourself, would you want to marry you? And if you can answer that question wholeheartedly, then you're ready for that mate.